in the finale of the 4-game set against the Tigers at Rogers Center and end the homestand on a right note. 4-1 winners today over the Detroit Tigers. And with the win, the Jays now tie their season high with 12 games over the 500 mark at 57 and 45 on the year. They win the 3 out of 4 against the Tigers, and they're 7-2 post All-Star break. Yes, you've played the Red Sox, and you've played 2 against the Cardinals, then you play the Tigers. So it's really not a great contest, but you got to go out there and you got to do a job. And the Jays did that. They did that today especially. Jose Berrios got the ball for the Jays, and he was absolutely spectacular, except for facing his brother-in-law, Javi Baez. And we'll get to that in a second here. He was great. The bullpen was great. Defensively looks great. And Matt Flippin' Chapman is a monster. All right? Bottom of the second inning. Actually, no, let me go to the top of the first inning. How about that? Berrios starts it out with 2 strikeouts to start the ball game. You can see early on, he's throwing strikes with his curveball, which means everything else is going to start playing, which is very scary for the opposing team. And then he gets to Javi Baez, right? We all see the history, brother-in-law, right? Faced him in the All-Star game a couple times. Faced him earlier in the year in Detroit. And that at-bat was something else. 3 booming drives from Javi Baez. All of them just foul. Insane. Then on a 2-2 pitch, Berrios fires one outside, but Baez fires his bat into the dugout throws to the side, thinking it's ball 4. It's definitely not. He's got to come back to the plate. And Berrios throws a nasty breaking ball, and it's just a shade off the corner. It could have gone either way. The umpire doesn't ring him up, and Baez takes the walk. An incredible at-bat. Lots of laughing, joking around. That was just a really, really nice AB. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Teoscar Hernandez on base. Matt Chapman comes to the dish. And on a pitch away, or it was more down and away, he gets it and pulls it to left field. The question is, does it have enough wings? And it does! Into the Blue Jays bullpen, and the boys are out in front now, 2-0 to start the ball game. Berrios has gone through 2 scoreless. You got a 2-0 lead. Matt Chapman's a freak. You love every second of it. And by the way, let me just say something. For all the people that were hating on Matt Chapman early in the game, oh, this guy can't hit, oh, the guy's useless, this and that, we traded all this for this guy. Those the same idiots that said that, oh, Marcus Semion's trash. And we all know what he turned into last year for the Blue Jays. And now we're seeing Matt Chapman turn on the Jets. Matt Chapman in the month of July, I can't remember if it was before this game or after this game, hitting .313 with an OBP of nearly 400, 387, and like a 660-something slugging percentage, and an OPS of 1.050. Like, are you kidding me? His numbers have been ridiculous in the month of July. And he still goes deep in this ball game lead, having the Jays take the lead 2-0. Meanwhile, his defense is solid at third base. Incredible. You love what you're seeing from Matt Chapman. Top of the 4th inning, second at bat for Javi Baez off of his brother-in-law, Jose Berrios. Then he takes him deep to right field, and it's a home run for Baez. Incredible. And the Jays are only up now 2-1. So they're right back in the ball game. Then we go to the bottom of the 5th inning after Berrios does a great job getting out of that top half of the 5th inning. I believe it was a leadoff double from Robbie Gausman. And it's all eliminated after that. So great job from Jose and the defense, Vladdy. Great job on that play. The final out of that 5th inning where Berrios threw the ball wide. Vladdy had to corral it and tag the guy out, but he did a great job staying with it. And then in the bottom half of the 5th inning with 1 out, Kevin Biggio then walks. Then they try to pick him off, and it hits Kevin Biggio, and he ends up at second base with the ball going wide. So now we got second with 1 out for Vladdy. And he stays on a breaking ball. And you love to see when him, because he does reach a lot, right? And you see a lot of stupid swings sometimes from Vladdy. But watching his swing today on that double, instead of just flailing at it, no, he did flail, but he was compact with it and stayed down through the ball. It gave him enough juice to pull it down the third baseline over the third baseman and pretty much go into the corner. Biggio comes across the score, Vladdy with an RBI double, and the Jays extend their lead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Heck of an at-bat there. Bo Bichette, very same thing. Stays on the breaking ball and just places it, right? It wasn't very a pretty swing, but he gets enough juice on it to hit it in the left center field gap, and it goes up against the wall. Vladdy comes in to score. Bo gets to second base. The Jays now have a 4-1 lead. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the boys. Bo and Vladdy. Oh, I miss those guys hitting RBI doubles back-to-back. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. And the bullpen right there, and Jose Berrios locks that game down the rest of the way. Kind of shocked Berrios didn't go out there for the 8th inning, but hey, I get what it is. It's a long season. I get it. Let him end on a high note. His next outing is against his former team in Minnesota, so I understand it a little bit. Plus, do you need to throw him out there for the 8th? No, you don't. So use your pen. Plus, with an off day tomorrow, you can afford to use your bullpen guys. Offensively, Vladdy went 1 for 3 in the ballgame, run scored, RBI, and he walked once. So got on base 2 of the 4 times he came to the plate. Vladdy's been doing a great job lately. His ABs in the month of July have been much, much better. Preferably post All-Star break, they've been very good. He's been fantastic. And Matt Chapman, 2 for 3 in the game. Had a run scored, a couple RBIs, obviously on the home run that he hit. Incredible stuff. But the Jays offense continues to struggle. We talked about it yesterday. They had 4 hits there and 4 hits the day before. Well, they only had 6 today. 4 strikeouts and walked 2 times. The offense has to pick it up because you're going down to the Trop next. And we all know the house of horrors that place possesses. Pitching-wise, though, Jose Berrios, like I mentioned, was absolutely fantastic. You could tell early on he was going to dice, and he did. 7 innings, 3 hits, one of which to Javi Baez. 1 run allowed to Javi Baez. 6 strikeouts and 1 walk to Javi Baez. So other than facing Javi, he went 7 innings of 2-hit ball. So a heck of a job from Jose Berrios today. He was remarkable. Tim Mays went out there for the 8th clean inning. No worry in the world. He was spectacular. Jordan Romano, once again, not a worry in the world. Clean inning, no base runners, couple strikeouts, and save number 24 for Jordan Romano. Jays fans, I'm going to preview the next series in a second here, but we all know what's coming up before then. And that's the trade deadline. With the off day tomorrow, and the Jays getting back in action Tuesday night, first pitch on Tuesday night with Gausman and Rasmussen being the matchup at the Trop. Once that game commences, well, it's before then, but you guys know what I mean. That will be the roster the Blue Jays go into the rest of the season with. Will there be new additions? Will there not be? Well, we have about 48 hours to figure that out. And it's going to be a very wild one. You guys know I'll be here to cover that for you. If there's any deals going down, if the Jays go out there and get a left-handed bat, where they go after Ohtani or Soto, probably not. If they go after some relievers, you know I'll be here. If they go after Frankie Montas, which we continue to hear is a possibility between the Jays, Yankees, and Cardinals are all pursuing that. So we'll see what happens. If the Yankees go crazy and overextend and trade one of their incredible young shortstops, consider it probably a done deal for the Yanks. And if you're the Blue Jays, though, we'll see what happens. But we know the bullpen is the big thing. And with Jose Berrios figuring things out, people are like, well, his numbers are still bad. Still north almost a 5 ERA. Do you see his numbers in July? It's like sub 3.5 ERA. That is Jose Berrios right there. That's usual Berrios. He's found himself, albeit he hasn't played the best competition. I understand that. But he's going out there and doing what he's supposed to do against teams he's supposed to do it against. Right? So he's been great lately. And I think with him, with Kevin Gausman, with Alek Manoah, I mean, you have a great 3 starts, right? A really, really nice 3-man rotation. The other 2, still a question mark, as we all know. Ross Stripling's been great. Do you bank on that continuing to be good in the playoffs? That's something you want to keep an eye on. But, and what does Yusei Kikuchi? Well, I mean, we have to wait and see what happens there. But if you're the Jays and you go after Frankie Montas, man, that makes then who are you going to knock out? Stripling? Well, no, he's been great. Kikuchi? Well, you paid 3 years at $33 million for the guy, so what are you going to do with him? So you run into that problem. I mean, if you're the Jays, I think bullpen is the key thing. You want a left-handed bat? Yes. But who is that left-handed bat? Not named Juan Soto. That's the question mark. Jays fans, that'll all be talked about over the next 48 hours. I'm not going to do more blabbling on about that. I will if there's a deal actually made, though. When we come back from the trade deadline, though, on Tuesday, the Jays take on the Rays at the Trop. Kevin Gausman, Michael Rasmussen takes the hill. Dennis Rasmussen? Which one's the hockey player? I can't remember. One of the 2. 7:10 first pitch there at the Trop, and game 2. It's Yusei Kikuchi, at least scheduled to take the ball. Maybe with the day off, they might move that spot. I don't know, but we'll see. And it's a question mark right now for the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a 12:10 first pitch on Wednesday. Weird afternoon affair against with the with the Tampa Bay Rays at the Trop to wrap up the mini 2-game series we have down there, right? So you know what, Jays fans? That is into it for this one. You enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game this afternoon. Smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up. Send me a DM. Do that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. I'm hoping to talk to you guys in the next 48 hours, Jays Edition, talking about some sort of deal that the boys made. But we shall see. If not, I'll be very sad. But I will talk to you guys anyways. On Tuesday night, Jays, Rays, game 1 of the 2-game series down there. Kevin Gausman, Rasmussen takes the hill for the Rays. 7:10 first pitch at the Trop. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game this afternoon. Talk to you guys then.